This is Mitch Rothbardt from Mitch Rothbardt Fitness, and welcome to another one of my video blogs. What I want to talk about this week is expanding on the article that I wrote for the Castro Valley Forum and the San Leandro Times about the bench press. If you haven't read the article or you can't find it, just send me an email at mitchrfitness@gmail.com and I'll send it your way. So what I want to talk about today, I talked about the basic setup for the bench press in the article, and now I kind of want to show you how to do it. There's a few things that I wrote that you might not understand until you kind of see them in action, and there's a few things that you kind of have to see. Couldn't really put in the article because you have to see how it works. So, okay, so the first thing I want to do is basically lie down on the bench. Here's where it kind of gets a little different from what most people think. Most people think a bench press is just a chest exercise or maybe your triceps. The bench, when done correctly, the bench press is a full body exercise. You need to have stability from your feet all the way up. So let me show you how that's going to work. So the first thing you're going to want to do is lie down on the bench, get your eyes just below the bar. So you're kind of looking straight up. The feet here, we're going to start from the bottom up. Your feet, I want flat on the floor and dug into the floor really tight, okay? A lot of people you'll see with their benching, they're kind of dancing around and the feet are kind of moving. When you get it done right, the feet are drilled into the floor. You're going to drill your feet into the floor and squeeze your butt tight. So if someone smacks you in the leg, it's not moving. This isn't going to work. So you're going to do that. The next thing you're going to do is squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Now see what that does to the position of my upper body. I'm going to go from this to this. It gives me a much more stable surface to bench to, and it's also protecting my shoulders as well. Okay, you're going to put your hands on the bar, make sure they're even at about a slightly wider than shoulder width. And when you unrack the bar, the one thing you do not want to do is what a lot of people do. They press up and then they bring it out. See what happens to my shoulder position. I work really hard to get my shoulder position nice and tight here, and if I have the bar and I press it up, what happens to my shoulders? They come all the way loose. So what I'm going to try to do when I unrack my bench is to pull it down to right about there, okay? So I squeeze my shoulders, my feet are drilled into the ground. Another thing is you want to grab the bar and try to bend it, okay? You're going to bend the bar, pull it straight out. Notice my shoulder position it hasn't moved now, okay? You're going to lower it to your low chest area, right there, and press it up. Down and up. Now a couple things there that are important to know. When you grab the bar, you don't just kind of grab it and hold on to it. You want to grab it and you just want to actively try to bend the bar. What's going to happen when you do that is your lats are going to get involved. These are your lats, the muscles right there. When that happens, they get tight. They give you a much more stable surface to bench from, and also they help you protect your shoulder, which is really important. A lot of people say, oh, bench pressing hurts my shoulder. Well, it can, but for most of the time when bench pressing hurts your shoulder, it means that you're not doing things correctly. It means you're benching too high. So if you come down here, if you look at the position, how far my elbow is back, if I'm benching here as opposed to here. So if I'm benching to up here, my shoulder has to rotate a whole lot more than if I get a nice arch and I have to come to here. It's here, if you look at my elbow position there, as opposed to there. So that's really what will hurt your shoulder on the bench most of the time, is that over rotation. So that's another reason you want to try to bend the bar. Get this stuff involved, get that nice arch. So let me show you one more time. From the bottom up. Lie down, grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width, dig your feet into the floor, squeeze your butt, try to squeeze your shoulders behind you, bend the bar, pull it out of the rack to your low chest area, dig the feet in even more now, lower it, press up. Trying to bend the bar the whole time. Try to press up, good. One of the most important things also is once you establish that shoulder position, once you get that arch, don't lose it. That's the whole key here. Don't lose that position when you pull it off. The heavier the weight gets, the harder it is to hold that position. So that's why you really have to fight for it. So that's the basic bench press. I'm going to show you a variation too. Some people don't like to necessarily use a bar if they're maybe alone in the gym. They feel kind of nervous about that. So I'm going to show you how to set up for a dumbbell bench press now.